So today I'm going to quickly explain how I do my gallery of choice, manipulative sort of thing. I don't know what to call these things. So it's called gallery of choice. I make a gallery and students can choose what to click. This was based off of a thing where we were talking about how women had no choice and how Andromeda, because that's what we've been focusing on, had no choices in her life. And so I wanted my students to talk about other places in modern literature and movies. Literature for me includes movies, it includes songs, video games, books, whatever they wanted to reference. Um, that also reflected no choice. So they gathered these references for me, and then I took clips of any sort and I included those clips and I put them on a thing for them. So I went ahead and figured out a way to make them look like pretty little pictures. And then when they click on them, they get a link to go to either a video or lyrics or a song, or a Goodreads site that talks about the story itself, anything along those lines to sort of show this gallery of choice. So this is an end product. I'm going to show you how to get to making your own. I actually made this by taking a few pictures of some empty frame galleries, removing the center empty part of the frame so that I could put things behind the frames. If you don't know how to do that, that's okay. That's why I'm linking you the template so that you can do this for yourself and you can decide whatever kind of setup of frames you want to use, I'm fine with. Since the other one used the other ones, I just liked the idea of having two different arrangements of frames, but you can do whatever. I'm going to take these two pictures that I've already set aside to use. And since I haven't used this beige wall, I'm going to use it. So we're going to jump over here and I'm going to use these pictures on this beige wall. So I just figured I'd do two so that you can see both. I found one small thing if I went ahead and linked these to something ahead of time, and that was that these guys are behind a bigger picture. So that becomes a problem really fast when you want to have kids click and link. So instead, I'm going to show you how to make it where these still look like they're situated behind these frames, especially since I made the effort to have a drop shadow so the frames would look kind of realistically on top of them. So I'm going to have this guy. I like this little frame right here for him in terms of his shape. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I'm just really particular. So this took me longer than it probably needed to when I was doing it. So I'm going to get him situated about where I want him. There are lots of ways to do this. You can right click and go to order and do all this, but see how it has these little things beside it. This is like control plus up or down, etc. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to push control down and position him in the frame. And actually, let's see, don't like his position. So I'm gonna move him just a bit and make him a little bit smaller. I told you I'm a perfectionist. All right. Anyway, he's in the frame now. And then I'm gonna put this young lady in this nice square frame right here. Andromeda doing her hair. And move her over just a bit. I want her to be further down. Quit. Okay. And control down. And there she is. Okay, so now they're in the frames. All right, so here's the problem. If I try to click them right now, it's going to select the whole big picture. So instead, what I'm going to do is create a false square on top of each, and that's the thing that I'm going to link. Students won't know the difference. It will be fine. So I want to go to shapes. I'm going to create a square, and I'm going to trace out this picture. My computer's a little slow because it's a little tired. It's the end of the day. I'm going to make this transparent. I'll make this transparent because they're just going to be trying to select her. I'm going to find something to select. Let's find, let's do Mozart. I actually don't like Mozart. I like other people. WC. There we are. Clair de Lune, my favorite piece, probably ever. Don't say that it's creative. It just happens to be my favorite piece. This particular bit of music actually got me through my master's thesis. We're going to link that. I don't even know which version of it I'm linking, but that is what I'm linking. And I'm going to go back to this gallery. And my computer's frozen. So while it's frozen, okay, while it's frozen, let me entertain you. All right, so this image is currently selected. I don't know if you knew you could do this, but you can link images. So I'm going to link it. It's going to take a second. There he goes. Link it. Apply. And there we go. So I can do that for both. I can go over to this guy, make another shape, put a square over him too. Now, if you're not picky like me, whoops, I forgot, I've already made his shape, just transparent it. If you're not picky like me and you don't need your stuff to be embedded in frames, then you don't need to go through the effort that I'm going through right this minute, and you can just put it on top of the frames and it won't be hard for you to link these guys. You don't have to go through the transparent square thing. But I like my stuff to be really pretty. He's also going to be linked to Clair de Lune because I like it and because I'm too lazy to look up another thing and my computer's being slow. That's literally it. And then for me, I wanted something to do for the ones that like I had extra frames and no pictures to go in them. So I just put mirrors behind them. So I literally went to Google and looked up mirrors and stole a picture of a mirror, copy image, and paste and put it behind. I'm going to do a really sloppy job of it right now. And it's going to take a while. But you get the idea. And then I just put it behind it. And that is how I dealt with this. There we are. Oh, you know what? It was taking a second because it was having to be behind the transparent guys. So you can see. And there we go. We have a mirror. So that is it. That is what I did. And now you know how to do this. And your students, especially if you share it as a view only, all they will be able to do is click on these things and find your links. And that is how you create a gallery. The end. Eventually the end.